Yes, I. This is Ronnie with Rastabubble. I'm chilling with the fabulous Fred Morris. We're just hanging out, blazing up on some solventless IOE ice wax. And I wanted to get his view on rosin and rosin tech currently right now, and how it's affecting the industry, and not just the industry, but the cannabis culture and the cannabis world. So, Fred, what do you think the benefits and what rosin's doing currently now for the industry and for the average consumer or people out there who just don't know much about it?
Well, the biggest benefit I would see is to probably the consumer, because now we or anybody who's looking to can simply press out buds, or even take lower end solventless concentrates that other people might be making, like different shops, bulk keef, or even people who might not be on the cutting edge of ice water hash, and turn it into rosin. And that's a great option also for people who make ice water hash too, because there is always things that weren't quite as melty, and that goes for my batches too, and that always went into the food grade pile. And now there still is a food grade pile, but it's not quite as tall as it used to be, because a lot of it can be made into a smokable product. To some degree, that's a little bit disappointing, because I feel like ice water concentrates being used in edibles it's one of the best kinds of edibles that you can make. But on the other hand, it is nice to be able to actually do something a little bit more forward with it that people are looking to really consume aggressively right now.
Yeah, I do like the fact that rosin is giving, like you said, all those people that have no melts or those hashes that aren't so viable are now coming to the forefront, where they kind of are viable, and people can use them, and seeing some, from what I've seen, people do see some good results and from them, as far as high potency and high in certain other compounds as well. What is your take on that?
Well, I think the potency overall is usually pretty good. I haven't really had side-by-side tests done on some of the stuff that I make into rosin. I would assume that a lot of it's somewhat on the lower potency side, but it generally comes out. My rosin and every other rosin that I've seen come out tested is usually above 70%, and usually closer to the 80 percentile range. And that's pretty impressive. And it gives people who maybe didn't make as ideal a hash as they wanted to, or have some hash out of their batch that isn't as melty as they want it to be able to make it into rosin. That's a pretty fantastic tool. At the same time, I feel like it's kind of a way out to some degree for people. If they're making not as good a hash, it might be a little discouraging to really pick up the quality. Yeah. Because you can take stuff that doesn't necessarily hit in potency or have the terpene or melt quality that you want, and turn it into rosin that still tests like you'd like it to. But what I have seen is that the quality of hash, or flour for that matter, that goes into the rosin material does determine the end quality of that rosin, whether it's going to butter up on you or come out dark, or even potentially test a little bit lower. So
nice. Well, you heard it from the man, Fred Morris, and Ronnie from Rastabubble. We're checking on the rosin tech and trying to lock it down and free up the information for the people, so everybody can have some kind of knowledge to what's going out there and what kind of techs are being used and the values to it. So bless up and respect and give thanks. Rastafari.